Hi, my name is Bervin Harris from Renaissance Youth Center, where I run a program called iBelong. And if you click the link in the below and get more information on it. But I want to share the story of these two young men who I'm very proud of. One is an entrepreneur, and he's starting his own sneaker business right there in Harlem. And he became victim of the protest. And it wasn't the protest, let's be specific, it was the looters who showed up at the protest. So I want you to hear his story. And then I also want you to hear another story of a gentleman by the name of Tato, an amazing rapper. But also he's becoming very involved in his community. And he again showed up at a rally to stop them from looting, and the FBI picks him up. Listen to these stories.
Well, my name is Timmy Tope. I'm a part of the iBelong program. I buy and sell sneakers. I'm an entrepreneur, I'm a young business entrepreneur. I sell a lot of my sneakers through this business right here, which my friend owns, and unfortunately we were robbed. They took a lot of the inventory that I own. A lot of my savings was tied into that inventory, and I'm at a very, very big loss right now. I understand people are upset. I mean, I'm upset too. I want justice for our people, for black people, for George Floyd, for Breonna Taylor, for all the people who have been racially profiled and treated wrong by cops, by other people. But I say it's bittersweet because the small businesses in our community are being affected by these things. Small businesses that won't have a chance to come back, even when the coronavirus ends. Just like this one, it's possible that this business may not come back, and we are greatly affected because with the looting, that just sets us back like 100-fold. I have absolutely been in a situation where I've been stopped by cops. One night, even just walking home, I was on 117th Street walking home, and cops just picked me up. They said I fit a description, threw me in a car, didn't read me my rights, didn't do any of that. Took me to the precinct, I stayed there the whole night, and they just let me go. Well, I try to channel that anger by being the best me I can be, you know? Trying to be an entrepreneur, investing my own money into things that I think are lucrative and that will benefit me. But something like this happens, and then you wonder what you're left to do, you know? It's crazy. I never thought this would happen to us. They even tried to get the wood on the bottom. See that? They chipped the wood on the bottom, try to break in again, even after we boarded it up.
My name is Tyrone Levine. I'm also a member of the iBelong program. I was born and raised in the Bronx, moved to Jersey around the middle of my life. I've been out here ever since. Essex County, East Orange, Newark area, this home. We're here today because I tried to stand for my brother, my iBelong, my fellow iBelong member. I tried to stand for the 85% of these black-owned businesses, black and brown-owned businesses down here in the city of Newark. And in doing so, that caused me to be a target of the police. 4 federal detectives showed up to my mother's house. I don't live there. My mother's house, and decided to let them know that they were searching for me. With no purpose, no cause, they searched through my mother's mailbox to see if they could find mail with my name on it. That same night, I was out here on these streets with the mayor, Ras Baraka, standing against looting in my community. But a homicide detective questioned me and told me that somehow lines were crossed on my Instagram and quoted me on Instagram several times, and all plastered over my Instagram is "Stop the looting. Save our black businesses. Justice for George Floyd. No justice, no peace." But never once did I strike a man, never once did I destroy a business. I stood out here because I know personally, this is my brother. I know personally, this is my brother. He just lost half of his inventory. He just lost a major section of his inventory. He is an entrepreneur, he's trying to make it for himself. No one handed him anything. We are already behind in this race. So I gotta make sure that don't nobody else get hit, because I couldn't do nothing for him. I couldn't do nothing. So that's why I'm here.
Peace, I'm Brother Lamont Vaughn, commonly known as True V, from Newark, New Jersey, member of the Newark Anti-Violence Coalition. And we can go on, but forget me. We talking about him.
That's right.
So I was out here the other night with the brother when he got some young people together, you know, to march down the street from Broad and Market, I believe, all the way to here to City Hall. they wanted to go further, and I love them for that, seriously. In honor and in tribute to the life, not the death, of George Floyd. So we joined him in the community, the Newark community joined him. Took over the corner of the street first, made a little circle, came back out the street, came up on the steps of City Hall, let them express themselves, because that's really what this is about. Ultimately, our goal and objective, and as we've came to find out, his goal and objective being the same, was to prevent and keep people from tearing our city up.
Well, there you have it. One of the reasons why we decided to shoot this ourselves, that way we can control the narrative. We wanted to make sure that you got the truth right from their mouths and right from the mouth of mine as well. Please join me in encouraging these young men, because if we don't encourage them, then the street gets them back, right? And we don't want that to happen. So how can you encourage them? Positive comments. Just leave some comments in the below and just say, hey, guys, keep going. Let him know he'll get his money back. He can start his business all over again. And as far as Tato is concerned, you know what? We appreciate what you did, young man, and keep doing the positive things, and we're going to continue to rally around you. That's what we have to do in our community. And not only do I want you to share your positive comments, but also share your stories. These stories aren't unique. It's still happening. We're still in the middle of this whole movement. So as these things are happening, feel free to share, and we'll be also feel free to make sure that we encourage you. Thank you.